What's up, guys? My name's Dave, and today I'm going to show you how to play I'll Take a Melody. It's a beautiful song, and Jerry Garcia Band, it was one of their regulars. I kind of got exposed to it. Really, I got deep into it in the last couple of years, and I've listened to a lot of Jerry Garcia Band, so it took me a while to really define this song and this version. I'm using the Kean College. I've been listening to a ton of Kean College lately. And so the bass playing in it is just superb. So I wanted to bring this to you. It's a very kind of melodic. I wouldn't call it a ballad. I don't know, but it's wonderful, and it has some different parts. We have three parts. We have the verse section, the chorus section, and then a jam section. So we'll get into that as we go. But it starts off with this kind of a slow, soulful, vibey. And it's just from A to E to A to E, and we'll end on a lick. So we'll get there when we get there. Okay, let's get started. 7 to 12. We're going to that A, and then we do a little. That'd be 14, 16, 14, and then. I've seen. Again, that 14. See how pretty it is? E to A to E. And he's just... So that's the 7 on the D string. And then 7, 9. To that 7. And that's just 6, 7, 8, 9. He's using this. Seem like everything come out wrong. I'm living in yes. So what I see happening here, and isn't it just tasty? So I see two patterns emerging. So we're doing the A from the 7th fret D string and the open A. So we're kind of vibing that down, and then going the string up, going to the A string, and 7, 9. That's kind of which is such a cool way to look at, because the A is here, right? The 5, and so you're going to the 3, 4, 5, and then so that's 5, 6, I guess. So you have the open A, which I believe that's what he's using, and then you just boom, boom, ba, ba, boom. It's just a soft, pillowy. And that's a good thing to be able to do that. Like if that's all you're gonna play, you want to land those in as that note rings out. Because that's the whole vibe, is that. And what he was using for fills, so I just look at it like I say, when this is going on, those are the only notes I'm thinking about, just that position. And then the open notes. And then when you go to so there's that position, and then there's the what I call the major chromatic. So from your A here, you're going 7, and then you're going 6, 7, 8, 9. If it was minor, it would be 5, 7, 8, 9. I guess, but I don't think usually if I'm in minor, I don't know hardly what I'm talking about here, but usually in major is all that chromatic stuff. I think usually in minor is more pentatonic-y or at least for me, because again so. The boom, 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 And you have 6, 7, 8, 9. And then also you have the octaves of those, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. And so you'll see that's the first thing. He opens with this. Sorry, I've listened to this way too many times because now I'm like, oh yeah, I've dissected it all. But it's basically this. And then the first thing he does is, and then the second time around it's the same fill, but it's just, it's an octave lower. See, and that, anyhow, that's what's going on here. Yesterday's tomorrows. I know something's helping me along. Ooh. Okay. We're getting to the shit now. So the lick. So it's an AE jam, and you end it, you resolve on the lick. And so the lick is, so we're doing A to E, and then it dum 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 dum. So you're going up to that E there on the 7th fret. So you go to the octave to 9, and the lick is. So that's 9, 7, 9, and then, so one position, 9, 7, 9, and then second position, 7, 5, 6, 7. And then it's plug, 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 plug. That's a hammer. And then from here is a chromatic. So you go 4, 5, 6, 7. So then that takes us to the chorus. Because the 4, 5, 6, 7 is, I'll take a melody to C or to G. And so this ADE groove really is why I wanted to make this video. It's so fun to play. And anyhow, we'll get into it. Let's listen to it. I'm going to back it up just a touch. Okay. I know something's helping me along. Lick. Chromatic. A. C. E. Lick. I'll take a simple C to G and feel brand new about lick. And then there's the second half of the chorus. It's just been so fun to play, and I'll play it in different ways. And any groove that I can play that I feel myself opening up and loosening up and softening my touch and stuff, it's just like, I get this breath of fresh air, and I'm not on the treadmill, thumping and whatever. I feel like I'm really playing something, you know what I mean? Or it's coming more naturally, maybe. So the lick, it comes out of the lick. 4, 5, and then 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're doing that A right there. And then what you do, and this is just a cool lick to know. It's so fun. So we're on 5 on the E string, and then you're gonna go 4, 5, 6 on the G string. So and it works in you'll play it in the A and the D and the E, the exact same pattern. Okay, so isn't that freaking so cool? So chromatic, and I mean, like, loop this till the cows come home. Get a cup of coffee, and that's what I love playing. Like now it's kind of evening. It's been a very long week. It's been a very long day. But a lot of times, if I get up early before everybody, I'll have a strong cup of coffee and then just put my headphones on and it's great, man. It's a great time. So loop this though. Okay, so let's do it. 4, 5. That's a great loop. Using and then I'm not sure exactly, how he's playing it. I sneak in some ghost notes and stuff. And what I love to do really, and I've just been playing it that way, not trying to practice or whatever, but I love so I'll chromatic with my index finger and I'll play the whole thing with my index finger. And then this lick I'll play with all my fingers, but for some reason, and I don't know, and that's where I really felt my touch lighten up, especially on this hand. For some reason, and I play flat wound strings. It's an old P bass, but for what it's worth, right? And if we're nerding off on John Kean, I mean that's what we're doing here. So play that like that. That is the gold for me. That just shines so bright. So let's continue on. So then this ADE groove, and then it's gonna go to these 2, 9, and 9. Let's listen to it, and then I'll walk you through it. I'm gonna back it up. Yeah.
And feel brand new about I understand why the old fishermen sail along, sail along, sail along. One day he'll be gone.
Whoops, I missed that last little part. So such an interesting little piece here. So that you're doing, it comes out of this lick here. And then what I'll do, that's the E. That lick ends on it's all in E. And then I'll go 4 on the A string. 4, 7, 8, 9. I understand. And then it's just like a. That's just kind of like what I'm playing. He's in that ballpark is what he's playing. And then he goes to this D and it has this really cool. I'm not a jazzer or melodic, so it's just cool. So you 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. And then to the 10, and it's 12, 9, 12, 9, 9, 11. So. It's a little bit of a mouthful. And then to the A. So we are F sharp, C sharp, F sharp, C sharp, D, and then and that part there is 7, 9 on the A, B. To the C sharp up here. I'm sorry. to the E. The whole thing ends on E, and then you end up taking it back up to the. So yeah, the chorus is a bit of a the second part of the chorus is a bit of a mouthful. The jam is over the first part of the chorus, which is what we're getting to. It just takes me forever to get there. I apologize. However, this is where the meat and potatoes of the song at the end, and it's so beautiful. Like Jerry's solo is so choice. So let's keep going. Let's go through that chorus section.
I understand why the old fishermen sail along, sail along, sail along.
I might even
One day
do the 7/9, the little bar chord there. Yeah.
I hear you talk
So beautiful.
about your
And now we're back to this position.
Everybody's got their troubles too.
See, you'll hear where he doesn't go for those chromatic climbs, but that's always, if there's a fill, it's in that chromatic line.
Just what to do. You know I've been called a dreamer. Dreams that never will come true. But
Whoops,
I've been
grabbing the wrong
told
notes here.
so many things before. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
Right to the lick.
I'll take a
Woo!
go deep and see what I can do about it. I'll take a simple C to G and feel brand new about it. I understand why the old fishermen sail along, sail along, sail along. One day he'll be gone.
Here's the jam.
I'll take
Woo!
low deep.
Right into the.
What I can do about it.
Right into the chorus there. So this jam, let's go through this. This is a thing, if you're going to try, at least what I'm doing, is like walk in John Cahn's shoes. I'm really deep diving a lot of what I listen to. That's all I listen to. So he does a lot of these. So the jam is C, D, C, A, C with a climb down to A. Yeah, with a climb down to A. So the groove. And again, it's this that chromatic, that major chromatic. So from the C, it would be 2, 3, 4, 5, or C, and then open 1, 2, 3. And then it goes to the D, the 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so, you know, like I've usually played walking bass lines or however, I kind of bullshit them a little bit, but you can kind of like boom. Whatever. I'm used to playing like, I guess, quarter notes or whatever those are. He plays and he does like this. Boom, boom, boom. They're like these long holds. And it's hard because I'm trying, as much of a maniac as I am, I'm listening really like, how long is he holding each note? What note is he hitting? And I can't pinpoint it. But anyhow, if you're going to get into like playing these songs and playing in this style, I would suggest to find out this like interesting ways to do these, play in this area, you know? And whatever your root is, you know, that would be your major third and then a chromatic up to the fifth. And yeah, so anyhow, like I say, I struggle to pinpoint the accuracy of how he climbs and stuff, but those are the notes. And it's just interesting. Like I say, as much of a fanatic as I am, I still can't, you know, like nail it. If nothing else, this channel has illustrated my limits. Because like I'll hear it and like, oh yeah, I'll play that, you know, I know exactly how that goes. And then you listen back to, you really listen to yourself playing and you're like, that's not what I'm doing. And that's just, you know, that's just how it goes. So the C, and then it goes 2, 3, 5 to the D, and then the same pattern. And then it hits the C, and he's hitting this A up here. And then a C. That's the C to A. So again, C to the D to the C, A, C, and then now we're at the bottom, C, boom, 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 ba, da, D, to the E, and he holds it here for a minute, and then the notes he grabs are up at the top. It would be, what is that? 15, 17, 17, 19. So it's the second go around here. C, D, E, and then right into the lick. The and something about, I don't know if it's the P bass or what, and maybe I'm just being an asshole, but I mean, when I'll end it, when I go chromatic, as I go in chromatic, I'll come out towards the neck a little bit and make them a little more. I guess to make it just change the tone a little bit. So we just came out of this jam, which I guess technically this isn't a jam. This would be like the bridge. Sorry. You only play it once. And then we go back to the chorus, and that's where we're at right now in the first part. I think we play the first part, the second part. Let's go.
I'll take a simple C, a G. What shine on, keep on shining.
Real quick, because this goes on for, we're not even halfway through the song. the jam is over the this and we'll get into that. But so yeah, you play the verse section like twice and this, and then you do the jam, come out of that into the chorus, and then we just play it till the cows come home. And again, we come out of the jam, which is lengthily, with the. So let's go.
Shine on,
Keep on shining.
shine on, keep on shining. Shine on, keep on shining. Shine on, keep on shining. Shine on, keep on shining. Shine on, keep on shining.
Shine on. Keep on shining.
Shine on, keep on shining.
Woo! So what I'll say about the jam, so the framework or the vibe comes out of the that what do you call that? Is that like a calypso or but once Jerry starts soloing, it changes from that to my point is to the same chords, A to D to E, but I believe you would then play to sorry, I'm not doing a good job of it, but basically you kind of abandon that framework. Because I'm telling you guys, that framework, that pattern and way of playing, if you can do that and get it to feel good, that, I don't know, it just feels like that's a good feel, and it would be something worth, if you go to the gym, right, that's a muscle I would work on, just to help improve, just playability. To be someone that wants to be played with, or whatever. You kind of got the skills. But during this jam, they abandon that and go to just playing here to here to here. But also, like, you don't completely abandon where you left. And so if you want, because there's so much feel and so much like slinkiness in it. Because then that part, you might play that differently too, or whatever. And so let's just play along and yeah, just vibe it out. kind of what I'm coming up with is I kind of like that. I don't know why. And then I like the bum bum bum. And again, this is like I want to show you how he's playing it and then how I'm kind of playing it as well, or just thinking about it to try to help. You know what I mean? That's the whole purpose of this, is I'm just trying to help. So when I do that, I would go up to the E here, and I find myself doing that a lot more since I kind of discovered this little trick. If you're in E, and then you come to that E, and then those two notes together, and the 14th fret, that would be the B and the E. But you don't even have to, you hit that open, it's like hitting those. So and then you can so I like to do that too. So you're in E and you're gonna end up going to A. So I'll bring it up to the E up here, and then I'll just hang out up here instead of going back down here to this A or whatever. Since I'm up here, I'll stay, not all the time, but you stay up here, and then now you're back in the A, now you're back down here. Just throwing pasta to the wall here. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get it all out. Like I say, it's been a long day. See, you can go back to this at any time. It'll always fit. just goes and goes. Into the lick. To the second half of that chorus. Oh no. So you can even grab those up there on the A. That's what he's doing too. And that was that's what he was playing right at the very end there. Oh, so sweet. So yeah, that was a long jam, and I kind of had trouble hanging on there at the end a little bit, but you get the gist. And really, like I say, it's that ADE thing. You have those different. I'm just trying to just show how I see playing, I guess. And like I say, there's so much to work on in this song. And that's just those three notes. So you're either vibing on that, and then to throw in a fill, you're going to go to your chromatic. And but really, like I say, that you gotta do it. Even this lick here is cool. That's a cool lick to know if you're a beginner of any kind. You could just loop that too. And it's this. That's 7, 5, 6, 7. So much stuff here to kind of dwell on and open up. But I highly encourage you really sit with this verse section and then milk that first half of the chorus for all it's worth. And yeah, and then these are also, like I say, to have those, like how to make that swing, because he is, and I'm finding that's an area where I'm lacking. And so anyhow, just food for thought. Like I say, I'm just trying to help, and I appreciate, any of you guys sticking around. Let me know if you guys need anything else, and I'll be back with more here real soon. Thanks, guys. All right, peace.